How's it going, everyone? Shane Magnuson here, and we're out fishing a little bit for salmon on the Columbia River. And one of the questions I get asked a lot is, what are my live scope settings for trolling salmon? And so that's my tech tip for this week. We're going to go through these settings real quick. If you come on in here nice and close. So right now we have the LVS 34 transducer, and that is set on forward mode, and that's on a pole here in the back of the boat, and I have it facing back to see our flashers behind the boat. So you can see that's my left flashers right here and my center flashers right here in the middle, going around and around. And then because of our depth, I have everything set on manual mode. So we're 31 foot of water, almost 32, and I have my depth to look down set at 40. Now, the reason I set it at 40 is I want to try to fill up this whole screen. If you have it set to look deeper, you really start to scrunch up that screen, you start to lose your gear. So I adjust it as we go. If you get shallower water, I adjust it shallower. If we get in deeper water, I adjust it deeper to try to fill up that whole screen. For looking behind the boat, right now I have it set at 50 feet. Now you can shorten that up and fill up the screen a little bit more, but as you shorten it up, you may start to lose some of your gear out of the back of the screen. You can also look further behind the boat and set it at 55, 60 feet, but again, that starts to scrunch up your lures. So you got to kind of find that happy spot of where you want to see things. I like in 30 foot of water, fishing where we're at, I really like about 50 feet back. Now, as far as gain, gain will adjust the color on the screen, and this morning I have it set at 75%. That's pretty clear, it's pretty clean. You can add gain or lose gain. You want to kind of play with that depending on clarity of water, where you're fishing at, depth, light, all those types of things. Now, if you go in here to menu, and you see I'm in forward range, my depth 35 feet, and my gain's at 75%, and then we go into sonar setup. Now this is where you're going to really clean up that screen and make it nice and clear. So your noise reject, to reject all the noise off the surface and things, I got set on high. You can play with that between high and medium. High works really good for me. The TVG, I have that set on low. And then the ghost reject, which helps really get rid of those sunbursts going through the water, especially in the morning as the sun's coming up, and you get all that glare off the surface. The ghost reject I have set on medium. Now all these I go in and I'll play with a little bit based on time of day, depth of water, clarity of water, to try to clean up that screen and make it clear. But that's where I'm set at this morning. And let's see here, if we go into appearance mode, this is where I can find my color scheme. Now I have my color gain set at 40%. I have my color limit set at 80%, and then my color scheme I have set on yellow. Now I really like the yellow color scheme because first thing in the morning when it's dark out, it gives me like a dark black screen for low light conditions, and then as it gets light, it automatically adjusts to this white screen, so that you can still keep seeing it very nicely even when the sun's out. So color scheme yellow, color gain 40%, color limit 80%. Let's go back. Went through that. Let's see here. What we got in layout? Not much you really need to worry about in layout. And back to our main screen. So here's our flasher. This is let's see if we can find our side one right here. There's our side flasher. That's your lead. your flasher, and then you can see the spinner and shrimp right behind it. Now I really like to leave the grid marks on here. Some people like to get rid of the grid. I leave it on the screen because it tells me, you know, foot by foot on where I'm at. When my gear's out here in the middle of the screen, I can line it up on depth and distance back behind the boat. You can get rid of that grid if it cleans up the screen a little bit for you if you want. But for now, those are my settings: 50 feet back, 35 feet down and 30 foot of water, 75 gain, and then go into leave it on manual mode so you can adjust those as you fish. Hope that is helpful for all you guys. Those are the settings I've been running out here all spring, and hope to see you on the water. Hope it all works. Thanks much.